Now, good afternoon, my dear class 12 students. This is a class of accountancy, and we have just started yesterday the chapter debenture, and we learned what is debenture and what are the different features of debenture, and started the types of kinds of debentures. What are the different types of debenture? And in this, I have discussed secured debenture, unsecured debenture, redeemable debenture, irredeemable debenture. There is another type of debentures that is basis on register. One is registered debenture, registered debentures. Now, what is registered debenture? So, in case of registered debenture, the company actually maintain a registration book where they actually the debenture holder name, address and the value of the debenture, interest rate, all our details are written in there, and these registered debentures cannot actually transfer their debentures to other, because only the name actually mentioned in the registration book of the company, and that person will get the redemption money after 5 years, 6 years or 10 years. Okay. If this person, this registered person want to sell, want to transfer the debentures to others, then they have to actually maintain a process, that is the transfer of such debentures require the execution of proper transfer deed. A deed should be made, and through that they can be transferred, so that the whom they actually transferring the shares, their name should be registered, and the deleting of his name from the registration will be happen, and that is actually called registered debenture person. There is obligation is transfer the debentures to others. If some cases they want to transfer the debenture, so they have to make a deed, and through that they can transfer it and inform the company also, so that company registration books the transferor's name should be written down. Otherwise, it will be the company will not actually provide that will be interest or principal amount to other person. Okay. Now, next is bearer. Am I audible to you? There is a power cut problem is there. Sauradip, are you there? Sauradip, are you there? Am I audible to you? Another is bearer debentures. So, that is registered debenture. Number 2 is bearer debentures. Sauradip, am I audible to you? Still there is a connecting is happening. Okay. Am I audible to you? Now, in case of bearer debenture, another debenture is as per registration basis bearer debenture. Bearer means who actually bear the debentures. So, name and address of the debenture holders of such debenture are not recorded in the books of company. Okay. So, it can be easily transferable, and payment of principal and interest is made to the bearer of such debenture. Suppose I actually buy a debenture of a Reliance company, then I transfer to you and you transfer to your other scion. Okay. Then scion also get the redemption value and the interest value, because in the time of debenture certificate, the company gives us a coupon Coupon means coupon, you know, sometimes you go somewhere, their coupon will give to you, that is food coupon. If you have a coupon and you just show it, then you will get the food. Okay. So, just like here, you just go to the bank and this coupon if you show, who actually bearing these debentures, this coupon if you show the bank will redeem you the principal amount and the interest amount also. So, that is actually called, in case of debenture, the interest is called coupon rate. Okay. So, a coupon is given, so that easily you can transfer to anybody, and one body to another person to another person, easily transferable, you can sell, you can buy. So, bearer debentures, there is no restriction, and name and address of the buyers or investor is not written in the books of company. So, that are the registered debenture and bearer debentures. Then another kind of debentures that is very important, that is convertible debenture and non-convertible debenture. Another type of debenture is number 1, convertible debentures. And number 2 is non-convertible debenture. Okay. Convertible debenture means the debenture can be easily convertible to equity share or other securities of the company. Okay. But there is a time limit, minimum 18 months you have to keep your debentures, and after 18 months, but within 6 months as per SEBI guidelines, you have to convert your share, convert your debenture to share or any type of securities. Okay. In convertible debentures, that can be 2 types also, that is you can see the board. Okay. Now, that can be 2 types. One is fully convertible debenture, fully convertible debenture. Fully convertible debenture means the debenture you can convert fully in securities or equity share. Okay. And partly convertible debentures, there is another type of debentures is, that is number A, and number B is partly convertible debentures. Fully convertible debentures and partly convertible debentures mean you can convert your debentures 60% to equity share and rest of the things still in debenture. Okay. That ratio can be 40%, 50% or 50% in equity share and 50% in debenture. Okay. Your debenture can be partly convertible to 50% to total debenture, 50% you can convert it into shares or stock of the company. So, that is the convertible debentures. What is non-convertible debentures? Non-convertible debentures, when issued by the company, that is you cannot convert it to any equity share or securities of the company. Okay. That should be, you should keep your debenture as it, you cannot convert it, there is no option given by you, and debenture holder cannot actually convert it to any securities or equity share, whatever may be. But in convertible debentures, company and debenture holder has the option to convert their debenture into equity share, stock or other securities of the company. So, these are the main, and another thing is bond. Now, here you have to know what is bond. So, these are the different types of debentures. One is, yesterday I discussed about secured debenture, unsecured debenture, redeemable debentures, irredeemable debentures. Today I have discussed about convertible debentures, non-convertible debentures, registered debentures, bearer debentures. These are the main types of debenture you will find in the company. So what is bond? Bond is also very important nowadays. So what is bond? Bond, if you heard the name, that bond, it is very much similar to that of debenture. It is also very similar to debenture, but traditionally bond had been issued by the government. Generally, in the earlier years, the bond actually issued by the government only, but nowadays company has a permission to issue the bonds. Then various semi-government organization, non-government organization had got the permission to issue the bond. Main distinction between debenture and bond is with the respect of rate of interest. Now, what is the main difference between bond and debenture? Now, you know, in debenture there is a fixed rate of interest is there. Fixed rate of interest is there. Okay, fixed rate of interest is there, but in bond there is no fixed rate of interest. No fixed rate of interest is there. Now you can ask me, so why investor will invest in the bonds? Okay, bond is generally issued in a discount, zero coupon bond. The very popular, that is zero coupon bond, means there is no interest, but still the investor want to buy, want to invest there. Why? Because suppose there is a bond value is 1 lakh, okay, that is the bond value. Now, if you invest in this bond, but they are issuing, the company issuing bond as a 90,000. So you have to pay 90,000. So after 5 years, you will get 1 lakh, because bond value is 1 lakh. So you will gain in 10,000. Okay. So they consider, they actually bond is issued as a discount value. The bond value is always in a discount value. So that's why they actually not carry interest, but debentures we can, there is always a fixed rate, that is 12% debentures, 10% debentures, that is this 12%, 10% is the interest rate carried by the bond, debenture, carried by the debenture. Okay, so that is the main distinction. Sometimes the question is arise, what is bond? What is debenture? So we have to explain that. So bond is similar like debenture, but there is no interest rate. Actually, fixed interest rate is there. Sometimes there is no interest rate actually mentioned in the bond. And very popular bond is deep discount bond or zero discount, zero coupon bond. Coupon mean interest. Now next we will discuss about what is the difference between share and debentures. What is the difference between share and debentures? This is very important for your theoretical purpose and your practical purpose also. So you should know what is the difference between equity as actually share and debentures. Okay. Now let's see what are the difference. Now difference between share and debentures, or distinction between a share and a debenture. Distinction between share and debentures. Distinction between share and debentures. Now in left side we are writing the shares, right side we are writing the debentures. Now point 1. A share is a part of the capital. A share is a part of the capital share is a part of the capital of the company. Therefore, the shareholders are the owners of the company. Therefore, the shareholders are the owners of the company. Okay. What is debenture? Now, debenture is a part of the loan capital. A debenture is a part of the loan capital. Part of the loan capital. As such, the debenture holder who actually invests in debenture is called debenture holder. As such, the debenture holder are the creditors of the company. They are considered as a creditors of the company. Creditors of the company. Okay. So actually shares, who actually holding the shareholder, actually the owner of the company, debenture holder actually saying the creditors of the company. Now come to the second point. Now a shareholder gets dividend from the company. A shareholder gets dividend from the company. Dividend from the company. In debenture holder gets interest from the company. A debenture holders gets interest from the company. Now number 3, dividend is paid only when there are profits. Dividend is paid only when there is profits. Okay, there is a profits. The rate of dividend may fluctuate. The rate of dividend may fluctuate may fluctuate from year to year, fluctuated from year to year upon the profits and decision of the director, upon the profits and decisions of the directors. So, dividend can be paid only when there is a profit. If there is a loss, dividend will not paid by the company. And what is the rate of dividend? That will be decided by the directors of the company with the discussion in annual general meeting, you know. Now, in case of debenture, what happened? A debenture, the rate of interest is fixed. Here, the rate of interest is fixed and it must be paid, and it must be paid irrespective of the company, irrespective of the company, irrespective of the company making a profit or incurring a loss, making a profit or incurring a loss. So, in case of debenture, the company is making profit or not. If even in case of loss, they have to give the interest to the debenture holder. That is compulsory. Okay. Now, next point, that is point number 4. It is at the option of the company. Number 4, it is at the option of the company. It is at the option of the company to return the amount of shares by buying back of your own shares. It is at the option of the company to return the amount of shares by buying back its own share. Now, sometimes what happen, company can buy back their own share from the market. So, it is the option of the company to return the amount of shares by buying back, but they cannot return the value of the shares to the shareholder. Okay, that is the one type of limitation of the shareholder. Anytime the company can buy back of the shares, and who are the shareholder? Their shares cannot be, the payment will not be made by the company. Now, but there is certain rules and regulations should be followed as per SEBI. That is a very advanced thing, but you should know that the company can do that. It is the option of the company to return the amount of the shares by buying back of its own share. Okay. But in case of debenture, what actually happened? The amount of debenture must be returned. The amount of debenture must be returned according to the terms of the issue. According to the terms of the issue. Okay. But in case of debenture, the company have to pay the debenture value, the redemption value, that is the principal amount and interest at the specified term and mentioned in the debenture certificate. There is no option to buyback of debentures. Okay. Now, point number 5. In case of winding up, the payment of share capital, each made after the repayment of the debentures, Now, what is this? What it actually means? In case of winding up means in case of closing down of the company. In case of when the company will be wind up, the payment should be made to the debenture holder. If there anything left, then they can pay to the shareholder. So, first right to payment is to debenture holders. Okay. Now, in case of winding up, the same thing we are writing here. In case of winding up, the payment of debentures, each made before the payment of share capital, before the payment of shareholders, just the opposite. Here debenture holder get first make the payment in the case of winding up, then after is anything left, shareholder will get their money back. Okay. Now, point number 6. A share is always unsecured, hence they bear more risks. A share is always unsecured. Hence they bear more risks. Hence they bear more risks. Why? Because in case of shareholder who actually investing the share is called shareholder. When they invest in the shares of the company, nothing is guaranteed for them. their dividend is not also guaranteed. If company make profit, then only they actually get dividend. In case of winding up also, after payment of all the creditors, all the loan liability, all the debenture holders, after that anything left, they will get the money return of their principal amount. So that's why it is very risky to invest in the share. But in case of debenture, debenture is usually secure. Number 6, debenture are usually secure on the asset of the company, on the asset of the company, hence they bear little risk. Hence they bear little risk. Now in case of secured debentures, I have already discussed. In secured debenture, what happened when the company issue the debentures according to debenture value, they have to mortgage their asset, same amount of asset value they have to mortgage, and they cannot deal or sell with their asset. So that asset is always safe. If any time there is a loss or any time there is a winding up of in time of the winding up the company, the debenture holder, if not actually getting their payment of principal amount or interest, they can go to the court and appeal for that, and company have to sell their asset, and through selling this asset the debenture holders actually return back their money. That's why it is less risky actually. Debentures are usually secured on the asset of the company. In case of sometimes floating asset means some are mortgage asset and some are floating asset. Floating asset means the asset actually they can deal with this asset, they can rent it, but the asset should be within the company, and if any time the company actually fail to pay the debenture holder actually claim the assets of the company, and through selling of this asset they can actually get their money back. Okay, so that's why the debenture holder is debenture is less risky. Now point number 7. This is a very important point. Under section 53, of the Companies Act, 2013, that is the new Companies Act, we all know, share cannot be issued at discount except sweet equity share. So sweet equity share they can issue in discount, or all other shares we know, we have already learned in the chapter issue of shares. The share cannot be, you cannot issue the share at a discount prices. Okay, or except sweet equity share. Sweet equity share is a special type of share that is actually given to the employee or some vendor. Now in this case of sweet equity share, they can issue in discounted value. This share they can issue in a discounted value. Now in case of debenture, there are no restriction actually. There are no restriction there are no restriction on the issue of debenture in discount. Okay, so there is a no restriction on the issue of debenture in discount. These are the main difference between share and debentures. There is a power cut again, so time is also running out, so I am closing here for today. So next class the begin with shortly, so join again. Thank you.